Croke Park, home of the GAA, based right smack bang in the middle of Dublin city centre. And with the GAA Championship heating up now for summer, I wanted to find out where is the best pint of Guinness around Croke Park. A huge shout out to the sponsor of this video, my good friends over at Surfshark. Surfshark is a virtual private network, or VPN for short. It's a fucking VPN. It's an app or web extension that basically means you can place your phone or laptop anywhere in the world. Some people don't even know that the American Netflix is different than the Irish UK Netflix. So if there's something on the American Netflix you want to watch, just pop up the little Surfshark window, change your location to the USA, born in the USA, and then boom. Lastly, and arguably the best thing about Surfshark is anytime you search anything, all your passwords and search history is kept totally private. You creepy bastard, cause I'm a creep. So for the month of June, Surfshark are giving away their free antivirus. So if you use the code Guinness, you will get 83% off, 3 months for free, plus the Surfshark antivirus. They're just giving it all away. Thank you, Surfshark. Now let me show you what Croke Park pubs have to offer. Right, so I'm walking down the canal, on the canal end, formerly the canal end, now known as the Davin end. Again, if you're not familiar with Croke Park, you won't know what the fuck I'm talking about. But funny story, your boy, before all this Guinness Guru fame, back when I was about 16, I used to actually work in Croke Park, selling. Started from the bottom and fucking made my way all the way, still at the bottom. I started off selling ice creams, €2 a pop, pretty solid gig, and then was moved into the actual shop selling hot dogs, drinks, teas, coffees, all that stuff. So yeah, that is probably 12, 13 years ago now, but fun fact, now I'm walking around the place drinking pints of Guinness. What the fuck? Okay, so this pub is called Cusack's. Not sure if there's a correlation between the Cusack stand, but yeah. Let's go in, have a fucking munch of a pint. Right lads, this looks unreal, to be fair. Very funny story about the barman, but I'll tell you that in a minute. I don't want to waste this pint. It looks fucking serious. Not a single bubble in the head, pure damage going on. The head looks the perfect size, all style glass. You're not in LA anymore, Toto. To fuck, thank fuck. Oh, it's launching. That's thick shit, in a good way. Thick as fuck. Fuck yeah. That is fucking savage actually. So the barman, I came in, you never know what way it's going to come full circle, you never know who you're going to meet. I wouldn't know this pub at all, I wouldn't know this road at all. I've been to Croke a million times, but I'd never approach it from this angle. Walked in and the barman was like, I said, how are you? And he goes, you can always kind of tell their eyes are kind of looking at you a bit like I know he doesn't know me, but it set off something in his eyes or in his brain. He's going, So he goes, you gave me a not so great review in Raheny. I said, geez, Raheny, that was about 2 years ago. He was like, he didn't give a bollocks then, he was having a crack, but I was saying it is mad you come full circle. But anyway, that is one, that's like a fucking meal, that pint. Pure thick creamer. Fucking savage. Well, like you want it to be light, but you want it to be heavy, rich, thick and creamy as well. That's why it's not really an ideal summer drink. But fuck that. Winter by the fire. That is your only man, that is all you want in your hand. Shtick's gonna be savage. And temperature feels perfect. Cold but not too cold. Just fucking barman has redeemed himself. And it has nothing to do with him saying, he didn't say you gave me a bad review, but he said something like, I went to 3 pubs in Raheny, now this is literally 2019 I think, and he said you gave the other 2 pubs better reviews, or you were raving about one of the pubs and not our pub. I said, listen pal, I can't rave about everyone or else the jig will be up. He's redeemed himself now, 2 years later. Little did he know when he woke up out of bed this morning that Guinness fucking muppet would walk into his pub and give him a good review, I think. Fuck, that is smooth gear. Proper smoothage. Yeah. Again, I don't know if it's these LA pints sticking in my brain because how bad they were, but like, yeah, that's just fucking serious. That is serious. I better get the pint in the shot a bit more. Yeah, cool pub. A lot of gas stuff on the walls would make sense. A very, very handy walk down to Croker. Nice, spacious, old style pub, but clean, classy. Yeah, I was told like some of these pubs I come in as I approach sort of like is it Clontarf, Fairview area, I don't even know where I am, that like they could be kind of a bit rough or whatever, but I'm going in blind. I know I sound like I'm from Dublin, I'm actually a Mead man. Poor Mead, haven't been in Croke Park in a while, but that's another story. But yeah, I just come in, I judge the pub on whatever I see on the day. It's clean, it looks good to me, and the pint is serious, most importantly. I'm getting the slightest little twang as it goes on, and I am drinking it quick, so it's not like I'm drinking it quick enough, but like, look at that says it all. 80s tunes, we've got the, they obviously don't give a bollocks, it's just the TV is just the Spotify just sitting there on the screen, all out 80s. Who doesn't love a bit of 80s? Actually had this song in my head because I only started watching Euphoria, and there's a I won't ruin it, but there's a really cool scene with this song. If you don't give a bollocks about music, skip another 30 seconds. But yeah, really cool scene with this song with the out lad who I've been told looks like me, even though he's an absolute creep in the show. Sure, listen, good looking bloke though. I probably am a creep as well. Look at fucking that. Jesus. Interesting map here, lads. Right lads, I'm just nearly at a pub called Mars. I just went by the Clonliffe House and a place called the Ainsley House. Again, these were recommended, but I have to trust my Instagram followers to send me in the right direction. There's probably about 40 pubs around Croke Park that were recommended. I'm trying to keep it to around 10 or 12 to do over this little mini series. But yeah, Mars there actually looks fucking closed. Okay lads, so I'm sort of kind of stalling here around Mars pub because I arrived at like 4 and it opens at 4, and I usually feel like I like to give a pub the chance to maybe serve a couple other people before I get the pint. I really don't want to get the first pint of the day. I feel like that's unfair on the pub, but then I suppose it's maybe their fault for opening late, like 4 PM is late enough. So I don't know, let me know in the comments, like it's the age, I'll have to do an experiment or something someday, but it's the age old thing of, is like, does the pints have to be flowing in a pub for the pint to taste good? People say you walk into a pub, they look around, they see, are people drinking the Guinness? If they're not, or has there been loads of Guinness poured? And it's kind of this myth that the first pint of Guinness poured on any given day is going to be shit, but that might be what I get in here. But I've gotten good ones before that were the first pint, so I don't fucking know.
Thank you. Yeah, you're welcome to it.
Right lads, I've been absolutely spoilt. Another fucking savage looking pint. Seriously. Domio And Juliet, it's a long time since I said it, but there you go. Could that head be a tiny bit bigger? In the video it doesn't look so much, in person, maybe. But again, this to be honest, this is like an identical pint to what I just got in Cusack's. Cilantro. I'm back to loving my job. Didn't like it in LA. Wasn't complaining though, but shut up and drink it, you fucking fool, will ya? Okay. I'm fucking angled like a weirdo here. Yeah, this is really behind the scenes stuff, lads. You don't really see the crack. You're always trying to find somewhere in the pub that has a bit of natural light coming in. And then that was over there, but then there was these 3L ones right there, sitting there. So I'm just gonna plant myself in the middle of them, and you won't even be able to hear me. And they'll be going, "What you doing with the camera?" So I'm here, but then this is stuff that you lads don't give a flying fuck about. But I'm gonna say it anyway. Once you go into the middle of the pub, it might be bright, but the lights really fuck with the camera and all. But again, you just don't give a bollocks. Show me the pint. Looks great. Again, a lot of people at Instagram, if you're not following me on Instagram, you're a plonker, because it's all live updates. You'll see this video probably like 2-3 days, could be a week after it's filmed. Instagram, it's all live on the go. And people are saying, how are you not going to Clonliffe House, Ainsley House, all these different places, or Ansley House, whatever it's called. I've got a top kind of 10 pubs that are recommended around Croke Park. I can't really push that to a top 20. I'll probably have to make a little mini series out of this, but yeah, didn't quite make the cut. Also, you might notice as of late, I have a new microphone on top of the camera as opposed to this microphone. You probably definitely didn't notice, but the only difference is you can probably hear me a little bit better with the old mic, but it's pain in the arse because all the wires. This one's just top of the camera, grand. But also the old one, it was a bit like Marmite. You either loved it or you hated it. You could really hear the sort of gulp. The Guinness Guru gulp, the infamous gulp. Some people loved it, some people hated it. Kind of thought it was a bit gross myself, to be honest. So you don't really get that with this mic, but it's probably for the best. I'll be honest, this pint is lovely, it's creamy, but taste wise, it's definitely not up there with Cusack's. I did say there was a tiny bit of a twang toward the end of Cusack's, but that's pretty normal for a pint. But by all accounts, it was a fucking savage pint. Like, absolutely lovely. This is good, but just aesthetically very pleasing on the eye, very easy on the eye, but not going to be up there with Cusack's, unfortunately. I'm going to go about a 7.8. Very respectable score. High score, all things considered. Right, just leaving Mars, and I just realised he gave me the pint for free, and I forgot to ask him what was the price. So I actually don't know. I would say probably around that $5.20 mark, to be honest, similar to Cusack's. Jesus, you need the shades today, lads. One more pub, Gaffney's. A really highly recommended pub. Okay, last pub of today, Gaffney's. Probably the most requested pub out of all the pubs around Croke Park. I got about 40-50 recommendations. Gaffney's was the most requested. My Mead mates, all said they'd never heard of it. It must be a proper Dublin pub. I would think so. Hill 16 is Dublin only and all that bullshit. Again, I'm a Mead man, Royals till I die, so I'll probably go up in flames when I walk in here. But a very highly requested pub, apparently a very good pint of Guinness. I fucking hope it is. Looks a good one, lads. Cilantro. Very little bubblage in the head. Head seems the perfect size. Also a glass. I mean, today it's just been unreal. Whoa. If you're watching the videos long enough, you know when I go a bit quiet after the first sup, my mind is going straight to like, this is really good. What sort of crazy score am I gonna give it? That's fucking savage. And I'm not being influenced now. The barman was like, I said, yeah, do the Guinness Guru. You never know what the fuck way they're gonna react. I said, do a Guinness Guru. He said, oh yeah, very good, yeah, grand, fair play to you. I said, grand. And then he came out with the pint and he said, I'm not trying to influence you, but the last TikToker that came in here, and I thought, TikToker? Is that all I am to you? A TikToker? But anyway, he said, the last TikToker that came in here gave it a 9.7. I said, that's ridiculous. That's an arse-licking score. I won't be giving you 9.7, but it's fucking lovely, to be fair. There's a reason it was so highly requested. So drinkable, so easy to drink, and like this is my fourth one of today, and it's gonna be my last one. A lot of the time I feel bad because maybe the fourth one doesn't taste as fresh and good as the first one because you've just had 3 pints already in the last like hour or like 2 hours, whatever. But to be fair, that's good shit. That's good shit. Just smooth. It just runs down the throat so easily. That sounds a bit dodgy, but I don't care. Just flows down the back of the throat into the stomach without any sort of a dodgy aftertaste. Yeah, just super light. Arguably got that ice cream effect that I love. It's just so light and easy to drink. Guinness is heavy, Guinness is thick, Guinness is rich. But when you get a pint that is kind of easy to drink, my fear would be I'd come here and I'd drink about 10 of these in about 5 minutes and be absolutely sideways. But it just is a really, really good pint. It's a really good pint. Fuck.
Hi.
How are you?
Have you tried the Guinness 00?
Yeah, have you?
I've been on it for the last 7 months.
You have a drink?
I'm off it.
Okay, what do you think?
It's nice, I wouldn't be raving about it, but it's a good substitute.
Exactly. I wouldn't. I'd probably rather go and just have a fucking Coke or something if I was to be not drinking. But there is people who are off a drink, and definitely is a good substitute, I would say.
Yeah. Well, what are you at the television?
YouTube.
Yeah.
So just going around, I'm doing a kind of best pint of Guinness around Croke Park.
Approximately 10 hours later.
Ah, okay, yeah. Very good.
YouTube, that's interesting.
Yeah, the
When
Guinness.
will it be up on it?
But in the next few days, I'd say.
Okay.
The Guinness Guru.
Good luck.
Thank you very much.
Bye.
Cheers. Right, lads, again, there was an issue with the camera at the end. I ended up giving it an 8.6 out of 10. It was an absolutely class pint. Also, there was so many issues with the memory card and everything when I was editing this video, so apologies that a couple of clips were lost. You cannot believe the amount of stress I had over the last few days of trying to figure out and recover files and all that boring bullshit that you don't give a shit about. Anyway, this was, as you could tell, the sort of east side, if you like, of Croke Park pubs. There will be another probably 2 parts in this series. There's a lot of GAA coming up over the next 3 or 4 weeks, and I want to send you lads in the right direction when you're coming up from the countryside or even Dublin. Thank you for watching. Shout out to Surfshark for sponsoring the video. See you in the next one.